The bird that I'm editing is the yellow-eyed babbler. This is a bird that I photographed last weekend during my morning bird walk. The reason I'm talking about this is to talk about the photograph, but also about the gear that I used on that particular occasion. I shot this on my Lumix GH7, which is what is filming me right now, and using a 200 f2.8 prime. It's got its hood completely extended out, but if I were to take that, it's just this small, right? This is the lens collapsed. It's also got a 1.4x teleconverter mounted right now, so I was getting a 560 full frame equivalent reach. Now for comparison, this is my Sony 200-600 zoom lens, right, with the lens cap compacted. And if I were to essentially mount that, it's going to be this large. All right, put this back. Right, so the reason I was shooting with this kit was because this is my workhorse lens on my treks. There's no way I can carry a full frame system with all that bulk and size on a Himalayan trek unless I want to hurt my back, hurt my shoulders, and have a miserable time on the trail. Himalayas are known for some of the most exotic birds, which generally you're not going to find in lower plains. And I didn't want to kind of miss the opportunity of photographing birds on trails. So I do intend to carry this in my next trek, which I hopefully am able to get done before the end of the year. What I had to spend a lot of time learning was the autofocus system. Now this is the modern autofocus system, the face detect one, but it is still needs, it's undergoing refinement. It's not as snappy as the one you find in full frame cameras like my Sony cameras, but it is a very much usable autofocus system. The continuous autofocus is what I mean. The fact that you're kind of mostly seeing this video without anything going out of focus is a testament of how good this autofocus is. But birds in flight is a different animal in itself, and I was surprised by once you get comfortable, once you learn the different zones, the different autofocus settings, this is a great camera. The other thing is, yes, this is a MicroFourThirds sensor, so you need to get closer to the animal. It takes less light than a full frame, so if you need those details, you have to get comfortable getting closer to your subject. What amazed me about this setup was recording. You can get usable handheld photographs of birds using this setup. On a full frame system, that's unthinkable without a tripod, especially when you have the telephotos lens. Now I know that some of the more modern, I've heard birders share their video clips of almost tripod like stability clips, videos shot handheld with their full frame system, but that's probably the more modern Nikon systems, and obviously they have, I think, a different type of lens. But nevertheless, this kind of blew me away, and I'm kind of doing a lot more videos these days, and the ability to take these videos handheld without having to carry a heavy tripod is a great blessing. So coming back to the bird, it was a pair, extremely shy but curious. They always maintained a safe distance. They would prefer a barrier between the perceived threat, me in this case, and them. So getting them to photograph on an open perch was going to be difficult. So I had to be prepared. I had to get them comfortable. So I got a few, good shots of some almost clear pictures of the bird. I also did photograph a common kingfisher, the Indian pitta, the short-toed snake eagle. Um, I think there was a white-throat babbler. I'll throw them all in. So have a look and then decide if you need to go after that latest greatest gear, the camera, the lens, or you get out of onto the field with what you have and sweat it out. Learn the system, learn its limitations, learn to work around the limitations. Come back, look at your photographs and decide what really makes a good photograph. Is this a camera, or is that a combination of the camera and the person behind that camera? Cheers.